Woolie, remember how I said we can't restart because of failures?
Yeah.
If a bullet comes out of that thing, like, we're restarting that entire level.
Pretty much.
That is utter shame.
Hard, fast rule.
This game... Oh, no!
Yep.
This game is the best example...
See, right here. So far, you have not fired a shot at anyone.
They knew. This game is the best example in the entirety of video games, I believe, of an achievement informing play.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't even consider not shooting my gun until I saw that there was an achievement for not, and then went, oh, that means the game has to be designed to be beatable. And then guess what? It's a way better way to play the game.
I watched the pre-release stuff where they were talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, you can get through the game without shooting people." And I was like, "Fuck yeah! Now you got me."
It's the same way when every interview about every RPG or whatever, there's always a moment when some guy says, "Okay, level with us right now. You get through this game without killing anybody."
Yeah.
Often you will get an answer that is deeply unsatisfying. I've never figured out I've never figured out how to do that properly.
You jump into a wall run.
Okay.
You jump into a wall run.
And like sometimes you'll get the answer. I think it was like a Fallout game that was like so unsatisfying. You can definitely get through the game in a mostly non-violent manner, and it's like.
What does that mean?
That's not my fucking... What it means is in like Fallout 4, one of the early missions has you put on a suit of power armor and fire a minigun at a deathclaw.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Like what I just did there, minus the getting the hurt.
Yeah. And then you get the answer from like Deus Ex developers on for Human Revolution going, absolutely, you can totally get through this game without killing anybody. It's one of the valid play styles to play through the game. And you play it, and it totally was. Yeah. And then you get to sequences like the helicopter crash in Human Revolution, and you go, fuck you!
Yeah.
Fuck you, you lied! And then you redo it over and over and over, and you realize they didn't lie.
Although, the thing with Deus Ex, though, that I don't like too much is how... hey, PC version, thank you. Because fucking pipe grabbing in this.
Yeah.
In Deus Ex, like, unfortunately, when you don't go killing crazy on people, the stealth is way slower. Yeah. And it's not as satisfying as stealth in some other games. That's my one little beef.
Dishonored is this. So what developers have discovered, shocking, is that murder stealth is a lot more entertaining than tranquilizer stealth.
Yeah. Right.
Like, Last of Us is the ultimate in murder stealth, and Batman is close. You're not murdering them, but you are beating their asses really hard.
Right.
Dishonored, like, drove me crazy, because killing people was this instantaneous, super fun feeling, like super useful, like, bam, they're dead. But, like, killing people would diminish your ranking, and, you know, like an old-timey, like, a Thief or Deus Ex game. But, like, incapacitating people non-violently is that you had to get behind them, and then you also had to, like, do this choke ability, which would take a couple seconds, and it felt really lame in comparison, and felt really, like... Couldn't I just have a, like, I don't know, like
you don't want to break the pace
because they need to have a system in which killing
this might take some retries.
Killing people is easier but not preferred compared to stealthing them, right? But it took a lot longer to choke dudes out in that, and it didn't feel as good.
Right.
It was very annoying to me. Like I don't know. I want some kind of stun baton or some shit. Or like, fuck it. Have the goddamn you know, say you go to kill a guy from behind in your murder stealth game, and it's a button press. It's super easy. But have the stealth equivalent be just as fast and just as powerful, but it requires a moving meter like a golf game that takes half a second and is just as fast. But you have to time, like an active reload.
Okay, yeah.
And you just have to time it properly. And if you fuck up, whoops, you should have killed him because now he's, something. And don't make it super hard. But make it something instead of nothing to offset it.
So here comes fucking
Jackknife is the shit.
But he's one of the most tragic things where the art for him looks so much better than the model in game.
His in-game model looks super lame.
Exactly, and that's what's so unsatisfying because you go look at him in the concept art, looking like a smirked fucking asshole.
And now he just looks like a kind of greaser guy with a blue shirt on.
It's like, man.
Like Celeste and Faith made the transition no problem.
Yeah.
Celeste looks great. I think Celeste's design feels like an alternate reality main character.
Yeah. Like Player 2.
Like they clearly went like, we want a little Chinese girl to be the hero, and then they made Faith. But like, Celeste could totally be the main character. The clash between her hair and the bright red
the color
shirt
and her
looks great.
It's fantastic. But like, yeah, he just didn't make the fucking jump.
No, he really didn't. And Krieg never, like, he appears once in game, and I think it was the last level.
Callahan, and
he's fine, I guess.
Yeah. The cop also is pretty is cool. The Agent Smith looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
What was his name? Will. Whatever. We'll see in a minute.
Wolfman.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Oh, you fucked up.
Yeah.
I saw it. I love, like, how strong Faith's legs are. When she finds those little stepping stone jump pads, she can jump, like, stupid high.
And you hear her, like, grunt. Like Serena Williams style.
It feels like a launch.
Oh,
you dick!
Yeah, but then you
got to the loading screen before you.
But you got to get there close enough to see him wave at you like that. You know, that's the speed you want.
You're losing him.
Yeah, I'm losing him. Thank you.
We're both
fucking Merc doing nothing but telling you to fucking speed up or get high.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite bits.
Eat shit.
Well, he does it,
but he makes it. But it's a calculated risk where it's like,
and now it's like, well, I can't make that now.
Thank you, PC version. So you have yeah, exactly. But he gets calculated risk. It's like, if I knock myself out, I might have just enough time. My God,
that's annoying. Huh? Do you know why that bug exists?
Why does that bug exist?
No, I'm asking you.
Yeah, it's just straight up. Like, oh my God!
Because there's some games that come to mind that it might not be the reason, but I'm thinking where
you're just not going to do it today.
The inputs
holy shit
were designed for 30 frames a second. Like there we go. And because you're running it at 60, like it requires twice the finesse to get it.
Right. Yeah. That it's not. I don't think it's a frame rate issue because there's other non-frame rate related bugs. Yeah. And some of those bugs got turned into speed exploits.
Because I forget what game it was, but I remember there was a game that there was a bug where if you ran it at too high a frame rate, like QTEs would become impossible.
Oh shit!
Like literally impossible.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
And as of right now, Fallout 4 has that bug in fucking spades. There's no QTEs.
Frame rate is locked to
game speed, but only above 60.
Yeah.
So people with 144 hertz monitors, like the game crashes a lot, but what they're running into is like you're playing the game on Looney Tunes, and all the game's physics are like 3 times as fast as what they're supposed to be.
That's fucking baffling.
And like when you have a 144 hertz monitor and you run 60 hertz on it, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
It's like running 720p on a 1080p television. It's like it doesn't match. Jackknife looks like shit.
I think they gave him the haircut because it's just game hair, right? Yeah. Like you can't have no one wants to have the loose flowing locks because they're too hard to deal with.
Oh, he looks so bad.
It's such a shame, man. We got to go look at it afterwards in the art just to see. Like I loved his original look. Way more douchey, way more of an asshole that you want to chase around.
I feel like Jury. Like almost in a way, like Jury became her own different, cooler design.
Yeah.
But like, that concept art of Jury. Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. Now this guy's just that drummer friend that you have that can't fucking get his life together.
Like, and speaking of that, like you look at that silhouette for the Street Fighter V thing. I think Jury's gonna get a complete head to toe redesign.
Wow,
she looks like she has long hair in that silhouette.
I feel like that's gonna upset too many people. They're gonna keep it like semi-recognizable.
Yeah, but she's a new character. Clothes. She's not part of the classic 12 or 17 or whatever.
Yeah, so even this motherfucker, all white, is his color scheme.
Pre-chicken Colonel Sanders.
And like, I just kind of, that's the one thing is like you look at like some of the concept art on this, and it feels like in Catalyst at the very least, like they could have gotten it. The upgrade in visuals should have gotten it to the concept art level.
Yeah.
We're 2015, 2016. We can make things look better now. It's a shame that it looks so much like at the same level of the original game.
It's the price you pay for having those levels be open.
Or is it the price we pay for the game coming back because it didn't make any money?
Or it's the price you pay that the Xbox and the PS4 are not as strong as they should be comparative to other console life cycles. Or is it the price you pay because development is expensive?
You know what?
Or
all of the above.
All of those things.
All of the above.
It's like, okay, we want to make it open, and we're lucky to have gotten this game off the ground, and the consoles aren't as strong as we wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm.
What's a reasonable target? It's that. Okay. Done. But very few games very up to their concept arts. Very few.
Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the whole point.
I think there's
Batman.
I think there's one game that I can think of that
how did you do that, Faith? With what?
I literally said this. What if Batman was a 100-pound little Chinese girl? Bam. Done. The number one that I can think of, and as a result, that game runs it's one of the worst performing technically games ever. It's Shadow of the Colossus.
Right.
That game is its concept art. That's all that game is. But on the PS2, that game is it runs shit like nothing else.
It's all lighting gimmicks and tricks.
Yeah.
You know.
Luckily they had an art style that the bad frame rate could be acceptable because of the shaking camera and shit like that. That's a good game. That's a good game that I don't think I'll ever play on this channel. Ever.
What Shadow?
Shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Because the version to obviously play is the HD re-release by not High Voltage.
There we go. Blue Point?
Blue Point. But that uses the European grip controls and all that shit, which are an abomination compared to the original. So there's no definitive version of that game now. Maybe the emulated PS2. Oh well, do it better, Faith.
It's fine. It's fine.
Man, she takes a lot of big jumps, a lot of leaps that Faith does. You could almost say
I hate everything.
that those are leaps of faith. Did you instantly know that, or did somebody tell you that later and you were like, God damn it?
I read it and I cringed a little, but
oh no.
But it was fine because
no,
they never actually make the joke in game.
Don't worry, there's a new game coming.
As long as they never actually make the joke, I can live.
I bet in Mirror's Edge 2, Catalyst, or whatever, there's going to be an entire mechanic, and it'll be special huge jump points that you need to have enough speed to beat, and they'll be called leaps of faith. And you'll have to do all of them to get the feather to talk to your mom.
Well, I was going to say, now that Ezio, legitimately has things called leaps of faith, I don't think they're going to actually go for that name. You can't. It's taken. Ask Creed owns Leap of Faith.
I guess they do.
So the pun is already sealed.
Darn.
Thank God.
And it's okay, Faith, here's your new team. Jumper, Chasm, and...
What are you doing to me?
Oh.
What are you trying to do to me here?
Chasm, Cliff Face, Cliffhanger...
Edge.
Oh man!
Can't forget about Edge.
Edge. God, who else? Who else would be on the team?
Yeah. So this is the weirdest inclusion.
Skybridge, whatever.
Weirdest inclusion in the plot is just former wrestler turned businessman is
evil
involved in the plot.
Yeah, he's evil.
And that to me sounds like an excuse for a boss fight.
Yeah.
But then it's just a
boss fight that is clearly no longer in the game.
What if Dusty Rhodes got lost weight and
became an evil businessman,
corporate billionaire? Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes would never. This is
but that's what because it's not
$1 million man.
But it's not. But he doesn't talk or look like Vince. He doesn't talk or look like $1 million man. He doesn't. He reminds me of someone from the South, or that kind of hard times, baby, sort of feel. I don't know.
Dusty's not from the South.
He's not from the South, but he has that weird, like...
He's from Brooklyn.
But it's not a straight Brooklyn accent.
No, it's that other Brooklyn accent.
The Bushmouth accent.
No, seriously.
Okay.
That's real.
Right. No, yeah, Mir Menino has it a little bit. Yeah.
Dude, Fallout 4 has the most fucking busted accent problem. Because, like, very early in the game, you meet this lady called Mama Murphy, and she's the Oracle, or whatever. You give her drugs, she tells the future.
Right.
But she has this fucking stereotype Boston accent. She's like, "Oh, Sonny, we gotta go down to the harbor and see the future." And it's just like, oh god, Boston's a fucking nightmare apocalypse shithole. No one there can talk right.
Yeah, so we're gonna hold on to this gun for just
It's like that character from 30 Rock. The Alec Baldwin's ex-girlfriend from 30 Rock, the redhead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, totally.
You people sound horrible. Stop it.
What the fuck? I lost my way for a minute. There we go.
Don't lose your way.
We're fine.
I did it. Did you hear me do it?
Thank you for that encouragement.
So the other thing about this this fascist autocracy is that no one works.
Well, not when they know that big fucking SWAT riot cops are coming in to blow everyone's asses away.
No. That dude was just in his office on the phone doing business.
Yeah.
Literally just now.
Oh, fuck.
People should be working. They should be working.
But
if you're gonna be a drone, go to work.
I think the idea is that like he came in on an off day so that he can do illegal dealings.
There's no off days in this universe.
Oh no!
Where can I get those trees that have the leaves painted?
Yeah. Exactly right.
Those are the sickest.
Smoke grenade. The government's gonna force you to work no matter what, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those are the fucking best. I want those trees.
Spider-Man it, face. Spider-Man it.
Don't cry. Don't cry, Faith. Nah, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
God, fucking kick a door open, change the color palette. Never gets old.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Oh no!
This one doesn't work.
Fucks with your expectations.
Exactly. So if you there's another PC exploit to match that, and yeah, thank you. There's another exploit where if you like spam.
Man, that's a disappointing bug.
Like maybe I can do it here, but no, I can't. If you spam impossibly hard, you can make this elevator open faster.
Speedrunner hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. Good job, Woolie.
Shit, lost her.
Oh.
Like I want to see the list of the movies that these guys were watching to prep for Catalyst. It's like, okay, we did this chase scene, we did this cool moment from The Matrix, we did this. We need more running cool stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we have another.
Like, even the birds are fascists. Like, look how impossibly clean these rooftops are.
Right. No, I think we have another mandatory fight coming up. Shit! Ugly jumps.
Like, this kind of city look, like, it's thematically appropriate, but it has to be accompanied with a storyline twist of, like, oppressive government or what have you. Because, you know what's a good way to get rid of unemployment? Employing all the unemployed to clean your rooftops, and every single square inch of the city should be totally spotless.
Yeah, every building must be scrubbed.
Because not just that, like, this stuff, to retain this level of immaculateness, has to be consistently repainted all the time.
Yeah.
Unless it's some sort of super video game paint.
Although don't forget that the red isn't real though.
Yeah, the red's in our mind. But even then,
you spend so much time aboard the city that pretty much.
I really like that you spend like this hyper limited amount of time on the ground. Like almost
zero.
There's in the mission we just did where we chased Jackknife, you start on the floor, and in the run from the cops in the second level, you go to the mall and you briefly are on ground floor for two squares.
Yeah.
And then later, in the boat level, you technically hit ground floor before going onto the boat. But that's it. What are you gonna do, guys? You guys are shit. Oh no! Drop that gun!
Yeah.
Yeah! You ain't shit. Sick drop kicks. Ooh. One of the things I'm really glad they've improved in Catalyst is, like, the melee stuff looks more involved and just smoother.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot less
well, because you have a ton of moves in this game, but there's not much application.
Because there's the areas that you're fighting people in are actually relatively limited.
Yeah, it's,
like, you can do a godlike wall run spin kick.
But when are you going to pull that off?
Like, that level has, like, if the guys spawn in and you do it instantly, you can get one.
Off the wall there,
But, like, it's really very
So I
useful.
should have kept the gun, because the one thing that the gun is useful for, besides blowing up glass, is shooting doors open. And it's fucking cool. I fucked it up there. I should have done it. But it's like, yeah, you keep the gun.
Read that sign. 5 someone you know might be a runner.
The newest threat to children is running. Keep them fat. That's what we want to do. Yeah. It's like all these little, like, in between.
Are your children safe? Are they secretly transmitting radio messages? Like, what?
It's like, you see, there's like all the fiction where they go like, you can lie to the people by just like making them panic about their children.
Yeah.
And then you watch American news and actually see them really asking, do you know where your children are
right now?
Like, I'm like, that's not fiction. That's real.
And then you go, I told you last night. No.
They're outside gaining XP.
Yeah, that's what they're for. Use your kids as test subjects for the real world.
Oh shit!
Hey, can people eat glue and live? Children will surprise you. The answer is yes. What about crazy glue? The answer is no.
Right. You gotta love the splat noise you get when you hit the ground.
Dude, the feeling of the way that the sound starts to distort and you seem to speed up like a lot faster near the end and your vision goes black.
Yeah.
And that crunch. It's not even a splat, it really feels like a wet crunch. It's horrible. It's super horrible.
In the sewers, the noise just keeps building. It doesn't even... did I miss it again? No, I didn't. Okay. In the sewers, it completely... It just goes... Like, it gets so scary.
Yeah. You know, I just noticed, like, earlier in the level, like, you were pointing at these cranes. And that's why the cranes are red. Oh,
Derp the third floor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, here's the area we were talking about earlier. With the scaffolding and shit. Oh yeah.
You gotta like run at the right moment when the helicopter is seeing it.
No, but see, that's what I'm talking about. That cloth blowing out.
Yeah.
That looks fucking sick. Yeah.
I did.
I hate it that you can do a fucking roll on railings. Like, you're fucking back, Faith. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong.
That must hurt like fuck.
Fuck it. I'm not gonna jump here.
Like, and there's no one on the streets either.
They block the areas off. You can see the barricades out.
They do it so fast.
Well, because there's so many of them. It makes sense. It's fine. Yeah, the clock blowout moment you want is this one.
That's the one! It's like, oh no! Oh no, they're coming at us!
That one's fucking nuts, man.
And then, coming up, if you do it correctly, is my all-time favorite generic enemy kill in anything.
You want the stylish mode?
Yeah.
Oh! No! Got him.
So if you do the drop kick, if it hits your brain, you do the drop kick, you just punt him out to death.
It's fucking
it's great. Like, oh boy, it reminds me of the I'm gonna call it like Woolie's theory of protagonist altitude, which is don't stand on anything or get higher than the protagonist in any fight scene. Because they're going to knock you down and kill you.
Oh god. It's the worst. Never climb anything if you're on the bad guy's side.
There's a really good movie, a Thai kung fu movie called Chocolate, about an autistic girl who knows kung fu. And that movie is the strongest example of that shit I have ever seen.
There we go!
There are multiple fight scenes in which guys constantly stand on tables and platforms, and they get it the worst.
Can you get a message to Miller?
and you see the guy climbing up, and you know he's like, why would you do that? Why would you?
And other examples would be the Raid and the Raid 2. Yeah. Anyone near a railing, standing on anything, they're going to get hard murdered.
You're on the ground, you're fine. You stand on a table, you're done.